Welcome to Redeeming Thunder. My name is Erica, and I'm here to give you a prophetic word. And this is deliverance from our enemies. Hallelujah! Because we are delivered from our enemies. That is when we can truly live in harmony and peace without sabotages. And thank Yahuwah that He is intervening on our behalf so that His promises can come to pass. Now this prophetic word was given to me on 6/27/2024, sabaq. And it means specifically to those who hold pride, stubbornness, and revenge. He is providing a lesson. That's what sabaq means. A lesson accountable. If an experience teaches you a lesson, it makes you realize the truth or realize what should be done. It also means to forsake. So, when we research what sabaq means, it means interweave, netting. It also means network, lattice-work, net-ornament on pillars, network toils for catching animals. So, Strong's 07639. And it references these certain verses. Job 18:8, for he is thrown into the net by his own feet, and he steps on the webbing. Now, what is he talking about? He's talking about those who hold pride, stubbornness, and revenge in their hearts and act upon them. Though that is who these nets that Yahuwah is casting out are for. Now, the context of that verse is of Job 18:8. The light is in his tent. The light in his tent is darkened, and his lamp goes out above. His vigorous stride is shortened, and his own scheme brings him down. For he is thrown into the net by his own feet, and he steps on the webbing. A snare seizes him by the heel, and a trap snaps shut on him. A noose for him is hidden in the ground, and a trap for him on the path. Job 18:8, meaning, commentary. For he cast into a net by his own feet, he goes into it of himself, incautious and imprudent. The counsels, schemes, and methods he takes to hurt others, issues in his own ruin. The pit he digs for himself, for them, he falls and seeks into himself. And the net which he has spread and hid for others, in it is his own foot taken. And the ways and means he takes to do himself good, to amass riches and advance his family, being illicit ones, prove snares and nets unto him, those leading him into many foolish and hurtful lusts, which bring him to perdition. Psalms 9:15 and 1 Timothy 6:9. Even the various sins and transgressions he commits are snares unto him, by which he is enticed and drawn in, for in the transgressions of an evil man there is a snare. Proverbs 29:6. These promises him peace and pleasure and liberty, but give neither. They are nets in which he is entangled, and cords by which he is held. Psalms 9:15 and Psalms 9:16, in which his own feet carry him. Some render it, he goes with a net at his feet, or with his feet in a net. He cannot go where he would, or do as he pleases. He is restrained by the providence of Yahuwah, as the devil are held in chains. The devils are held in chains, so the feet of wicked men are entangled in a net, that they cannot move and act as they are desirous of. And he walketh upon a snare laid for him, and he and hidden to him, and therefore walks on boldly and unconcerned. Not being apprehensive of any danger, though greatly exposed to it, he walks on as on firm and good ground and in a broad road, but destruction and misery are in his ways. Yet he walks on of himself willingly and with all his strength, pleasing himself in the paths he treads, not dreaming of the mischief that awaits him, or upon a thicket of thorns and briars, his sins and iniquities with which he is entangled, and out of which he cannot extricate himself, or afflictive providences with which his way is hedged up, though the former sense seems best. Sabaq. Here's another 5 strong number. 5440 means interweave. Soaked in wine through the enemy be, he shall surely burn like driest fuel in the day of Yahuwah's fiery wrath. The opening clause of the verse is beset with difficulties, for in thorns they shall be entangled. Okay, so Nahum, that's 110. For while they be folding together as thorns, and while they are drunken as drunkards, they shall be devoured as stubble fully. The Matthew Henry's concise commentary of that Nahum 1, 9 through 15. There is a great deal plotted against the Yahuwah by the gates of hell, and against his kingdom in the world, but it will prove in vain, which some sinners Yahuwah makes quick dispatch, and one way or other he will make an utter end of all his enemies, though they are quiet, and many very secure, and not in fear. They shall be cut down as grass and corn when the destroying angel passes through. God, Yahuwah, would hereby work great deliverance for his people. But those who make themselves vile by scandalous sins, Yahuwah will make vile by shameful punishments. The tidings of this great deliverance shall be welcomed with abundant joy. Those words are applied to the great redemption wrought out by Yahuwah and Yahusha and everlasting gospel. Romans 10:15. Yahusha's ministers are messengers of good tidings that preach peace by Yahusha. How welcome to those who see their misery and danger by sin, and the promise they made in the day of trouble must be made good. Let us be thankful for Yahuwah's ordinances and gladly attend them. Let us look forward with cheerful hope to a world where the wicked never can enter, and sin and temptation will no more be known. So this is an anticipation that is here and it is now. Sabaq is taking hold of the wicked's lives at this time. So you will recognize that your enemies are not having a really good time at this time. And we're not here to gloat and to be so joyful in their demise. Okay? We continue to pray for harmony and peace, because their fall is going to be great. But that means at the same time that we are getting delivered from our enemies. And finally, the last sentence really hit home. That's why it's very important to read the commentary, not just the verse, because it gives, and the context, because it gives a very thorough explanation of how wonderful the deliverance is going to be. Let us look forward with cheerful hope to a world where the wicked never can enter, and sin and temptation will no more be known. Hallelujah. Go ahead and to like and subscribe. Share to those who really need to hear this word. And I will see you on the next video, where I will share prophetic dreams and visions, and also a testimony of what Yahusha has been doing in the prodigals' lives already. So I'll see you on the next one.